Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. Newton on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up third down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mayfield now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And this is going to come up well short as they stop them on 4th down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there. First down. On first down, Elliott. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Nowhere to go that time.
27.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They go with Chubb on second down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Jalen Smith.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble.
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hook up downfield on second down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. because some teams script.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So a tough road here on second and very long. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Goodson made the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, 48 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Browns 3. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 4. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Steven Sims now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Houston will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Haskins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7.
Looking to throw, Haskins. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's a handoff to Barber. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was brought down by
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with this Washington 7, Buccaneers 0.
2nd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ronald Darby brought him down. It's a gain of 6.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Thomas Davis on the tackle.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The 3-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Haskins down around his goal line. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Justin Watson.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay, from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
For Washington.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. On the return, Dare Ogunbowale. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Brady's throw there complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The man has got one. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barber. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
It's a gain of
in need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll air this one out deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., 40 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
89 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. A quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Strip that ball. Check my 45. All day. 45 the mic.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
45. Mike, 45.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check my 45. Let's go, little more.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Buccaneers.
They run it. It's Ogunbowale. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A 5-yard gain
as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
He was taken down.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. Ogunbowale on the screen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Ogunbowale. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Gay's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Score Buccaneers 20.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans.
And the kickoff for Houston.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He's brought down.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Breeze here finding Kamara. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And this is Cook with the ground. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Texans 1st down.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw.
Got a man open, it's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Saints nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will make it into the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Breeze now on 1st down. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Texans TD. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
2-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 34.
4 yards.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Kamara, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. There he goes, right side. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Okay. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And his throw here is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the... And he lost the football. It's loose. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. There goes a deep ball, in zone. Looking for Thomas, who's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Johnson, the Texans.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Houston.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The tackle made back at
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold...
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Ball at the 33, second and 9.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yards.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Demario Davis there on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stumped the run.
Wiggins free. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This is caught. It's Cooks. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 64 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Here's Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Saints 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this game?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 22. Well, pass complete here to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, Breeze again. He's got Smith here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Traquan Smith. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Justin Reed. And he'll be stopped. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And Thomas has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
And again, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
By the Bills.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, This is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
This a 33-yard attempt.
A 33.
And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
A gain of 17. But it brings up
a play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
on the pickup.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. To throw, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 58, boys. 58. Come on.
To throw is Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, McCaffrey able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
McCaffrey, the ball.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
That's a gain of 4.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touch. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Allen to throw on third down.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Dante Jackson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Taron Johnson made the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
The score, Panthers 17. Bills.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Nice, sweetheart. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Bridgewater. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Diggs has it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Singletary.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Allen again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Out of the end zone.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Lining up for the point after.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Allen now on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him. And he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 31.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Ray Roberts on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen throwing complete to Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Quarter of play with the score Panthers 31, Bills 3.
On first down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills cut into that lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done. For them.
For Curtis Samuel, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. With a connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther 1st down. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, 28 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through.